Yeah, no, it's been great. It's been great so far. I really definitely adjusting. Different from different culture, different country, and everything. But so far, I really like it. The city's amazing. The people have been great. The fans they're everywhere. You see them in the street, but they've been really supportive so far, which has been really nice. And me and my family were really enjoying the city.
What's the most interesting thing in Serbia for you?
The most interesting thing?
Yeah.
Oh. I don't know. It's they do. I'm really a big breakfast guy, and breakfast seems to be a big thing here. So between oats, avocado toast, or coffee, it's been, for me, that's one of my favorite things to do is just go out for a little coffee, a little breakfast, and there's a lot of great places here. Yeah, I think the beginning of the season's been tough for us as a team in general. Obviously we didn't start the way we wanted to, especially in EuroLeague. But I think now the team's coming more together. It seems like we're playing better, playing more like a team, and I think now we're kind of headed in a better direction. And I feel as though personally it's been the same thing for me. It's a little bit of a rough start, but I feel like I'm headed more in the right direction now. Yeah. Similar in a lot of ways. European coaches, they have the way they want to do things. But I think I could speak more to the new coach, because that's kind of we're going forward. And I think his system is great. He really preaches team basketball, making the simple play, defense, running in transition. And I think when we play the way that he wants, it's evident on the court, and I think it shows that when we're playing all together, we're playing hard defense and running in transition. I think that's when we're at our best. That's what this team was built for. It was crazy. You hear that it's probably the craziest game, maybe the craziest basketball game in the world. And for me to experience firsthand, as an away game too, makes it a little bit crazier for your first time. But I really enjoyed it. I wish we won, and I think we had opportunities in both games to win, which is unfortunate. But overall, the energy and the intensity that's why you play basketball. That's, to me, the coolest feeling, is to be on the court with that kind of intensity, with that kind of energy. And I'm looking forward to the next ones, and hopefully we can get the wins. Yeah, no, definitely. I think, if I'm walking around the city, usually one or two people at least will come up to ask for a picture, or just say come on, Tobi, we're with you, or just like I said, being very supportive and excited about the team, excited about the games, and it's been really nice. It's been a nice feeling to just be walking around knowing that they're supporting the team, supporting you personally, and it's nice.
Do you feel some pressure because of that?
No, I wouldn't say so far it's been all positive. So maybe the pressure comes later, but no, I think when you play in a big club like this, obviously there's pressure to succeed, but there's pressure you put on yourself. I think we all, as players, want to succeed just as bad as the fans, just as bad as the club does. We came here to win, so I think the pressure is we put enough on ourselves as well. Yeah, no, I think they're a great team. I think they have a lot of talent. They have a lot of talented players, a lot of Americans, and but obviously, they have some Serbian guys with big roles as well. So I think they're a really good team. Obviously, Obradović is a great coach as well. So it's definitely a big rival for us, not only in the sense of the derby, but in competing for ABA League, competing for EuroLeague. Those are definitely a team that we're going to be probably have to go up against again. To me, it's not. Maybe in football in Spain, it's similar, but obviously there's a rivalry in Barcelona Real. You want to beat them; they're the two best teams in Spain. But as far as real derby, real rivalry, and the energy and all that kind of stuff, from what I felt the last time, I would say it's not too similar. Yeah, no, I think for us, we're a team the team that we built. We want to definitely be in playoffs, and when you're in playoffs, anything can happen to compete for a Final Four. I think that that's still our expectations. That's still our goals. You know, we dug ourselves a little bit of a hole in the beginning of the season, starting the way we did. But if you look at the standings now, you know, I think a lot of teams that are some of the more talented teams are not necessarily doing as good as they should be doing at this moment. So for us now, it's just trying to lock in and kind of get ourselves right. And our goals and expectations are still the same that they were in September. Yeah, no, I think I'm looking forward to, you know, kind of building on, you know, all the things that I've been able to learn in my career and just trying to be in a position to use all of them. And like I said, about what I learned last year was I learned a lot of things like defensively, offensively, little tactical things. And I think taking all the experiences that I've had throughout my career and just kind of trying to put them together. And I think every player wants to have their best year every year. So for me, it's the same. I want to have my best year as a professional this year. So that's kind of whatever that means. That's my goal. It was a great experience for me. You know, I think you know, I had a different role than I was used to, for sure, being on the team. But I think I learned a lot from a lot of experienced players, and you know, watching them, learning from them. Got to learn a lot of things from a great coach like Charles as well. I think technically, and his basketball mind is something that he, you know, is great at. And I think I definitely was able to pick up a lot of things defensively, offensively, which I think going forward for me has helped me a lot. I feel as though being in the Final Four, I didn't get to play in the semifinal game, but being there, seeing those experiences are something that's going to carry me forward for the rest of my career, and hopefully I can find myself in that same position with an opportunity to play and an opportunity to be successful. From Spain, I had a lot of great experience in Spain. You know, that's where I've been playing professionally pretty much my entire career. I love the country. It's something that it was, again, when I first got there, it was a bit of a culture shock. They eat dinner super late, and they have a siesta in the middle of the day, which I enjoy. And you know, so many great memories, winning the Spanish League twice, Euro Cup. Even remember when I was in Tenerife, we got our first win in the Copa del Rey, and it was like the club's first ever win, and that was a great feeling. And you know, from all levels of like being, when I was in Tenerife, now they're a huge, you know, club that's competing like a lot in Champions League and you know, top 4 in Spain many years. But like before, it was like us making the playoffs was like a huge success, and like being from there to the Valencia, which was then, again, now you're fighting at a different level, and then to be Barcelona, which is obviously the one of the top teams in Spain. So I think for me, I have a lot of great memories from all different levels of Spanish teams, but I definitely, and as a country in general, I love it. They're great. They're great. They're having a great season so far. You know, I think a lot of people wasn't sure how they were gonna do, you know, with Shara's leaving, with them changing the roster a lot. But I think that they're playing phenomenal right now, and it shows that the guys that are there, the guys with a lot of veteran experience, Satoransky, Vesely, Lebrevitola, Kalinic, they're really, you know, leading that team, and I think it shows that they're playing at a high level right now. First, he's a great guy. He's an amazing guy. You know, just you know, the level he is, and every summer he's willing to give up his whole summer to play the national team, and you could tell that's like something he really looks forward to, hanging with the guys, just having a great time. First one to be joking, you know, taking crazy shots, like all this kind of stuff. But when it comes down to the games, he's as serious as anybody, as competitive as anybody. Obviously, such a talented player, and definitely a big Red Star fan. No, I haven't talked to him. I know he's very, very busy himself throughout the season. The NBA schedule is super busy, and you know, especially when you're a superstar, I think his schedule is probably even crazier. You know, they're both amazing. You know, I think I said it before, but I think Luka probably learned a lot from Milos. You know, watching him play, watching some of his passes, you can see some similarities, and as a comparison, I would say that they both really enjoy playing. They're both very competitive. They love to be creative out there as well. Like, it's almost like for them, it's not so exciting just to play to play normal. They're like, how can I make this spectacular pass that, like, most people, if they try, they would probably for sure turn it over, maybe hurt themselves. But for them, it's like, it's the joy of the game is being creative, being competitive, and I would say that that's something that's really what makes them fun to watch as a fan as well. Yeah. No, I think in the past we had, many conversations about Red Star and, how he enjoyed his time here, and he really, he loved the club, and he was always talking about how the club is growing and has big aspirations and all that kind of stuff. So definitely spoke highly of the club. Yeah, I think it was a difficult summer for us in the sense of, we lost Edu Muric before the summer even started, and then Chanchar like 2 or 3 preseason games in. So I think that was tough for us, and those are 2 important guys, and 2 important guys in the same position. And I think a lot of guys stepped up, but at the same time, for us, 7th was, I think getting to Manila was a huge accomplishment. We were in a tough group. We had Australia, we had Germany, we had Georgia. Those some great teams to compete with, and I think us getting there was huge. And I think we all would have loved to play a better game against Canada and give ourselves a chance to, be in the semifinals, at least playing for a medal. But at the same time, I'm pretty proud of our effort in order to get to Manila, and so like I said, especially with those 2 main injuries that we had that really kind of limited us. It was amazing. I mean, Serbia was playing phenomenal the whole tournament. The team, I know, like, they were missing some big names as well. Missing Jokić, Misic, Teodosic, Kalinic, a bunch of guys that are also some other big names. But I think, the team played amazing. They played so good together. They had such a great chemistry. And, whether it was second, I think they could have easily got first as well. Like, when it comes to a final game like that, anything can happen. But I think that they were phenomenal to watch. And I know Slovenia, we were cheering for them. How do you know that? No, sources. Yeah, I was there. It was fun.
What about music?
Music, I think we were changing rooms in the club, but I think that they found a way to always get at least one Serbian song onto the DJ. I don't know exactly how it did it, how much money it involved, but there was always a way that they found a way. It's tough for me to talk about, because I completely understand both sides. Obviously, I benefited from the side of being naturalized, but I also completely understand countries that don't want to do it. So for them, I mean, be able to get second place in the World Cup, like I said, they could have easily gotten first. It shows the strength that they have within their country without, bringing somebody else in. So I completely understand and respect that they would just want to compete with the guys that they have. But like I said, on the other side as well, I think that sometimes when you can just add one piece and it could help a small country compete for something great, I understand that's also something that I agree with. So I agree with both sides. Yeah, it's extremely difficult. I remember watching it on film and being super excited for the game, because I was like, oh cool, I get to guard the 2-time MVP. And I was like, all right, let's go. And everyone's like, okay, watch out for the fakes. And I was like, yeah, okay, I've seen him play. And I think I got 2 fouls super quick, but I remember one of them was because his pump fake is so slow, and it's so good that you're like, he has to be shooting it. So you jump, and then I remember I got a foul right away. So I remember in the second half, it was he did a pump fake, and I was like, no, not again. I'm not falling for that again. And then he goes up again. I'm like, this is a 3-pointer. I'm like, there's no way he's gonna pump fake twice from the 3-point line. So then I jump on the second one, and then it was a second pump fake. I was like, I've never seen anybody in my life pump fake twice from the 3-point line. And I mean, it just shows he's thinking on a different level. His IQ and his talent is amazing. But I mean, that was a cool experience for me, being able to play against him, and something that I'll definitely remember. I remember that experience. I think I played against, I didn't play much, but I remember, I think I went in, and I played against Jokić, and I think like, remember thinking like, okay, there was like this big Serbian guy, you know. But I also really remember Misic from that tournament, thinking that this guy was unbelievable. I was like, he was killing us, and we had all these, like, being from the States, everyone's like thinks, oh, like such a big name, all that kind of stuff. And I remember being really impressed with Misic at that moment, being like, this guy is super talented. Yeah, no, I think it was something that really kind of put me on a big stage, you know. And obviously, anytime you play with Luka, people are going to watch because they want to watch him. And for me, it was great. I think the experience of playing the Olympics is something I would have never been able to do without Slovenia. And to just, you know, be there, and then us having so much success that we were able to do. We went on a crazy run playing for the bronze, and we're 1 point away from the gold medal game. For me in my career, it's given me a lot of confidence to know that I can compete at the highest level and compete against these huge names. And, you know, I would say the biggest thing it's given me confidence to know that, you know, whatever the level is, I have the ability to play at that level and play at a high level against the best competition. Yeah, that was like the team's theme song for that summer. They played it so much, so I still don't really know what they're saying. I just know "iya iti." That's the only part I knew. So like they caught it at the right moment where it appeared that I had a couple of drinks in me at that time too. So I was making up words that sounded I had heard this song so many times I could pretend like I knew the words.
Thank you for that video.
Funniest guy, Iago's pretty funny.
Yeah.
Yeah, Iago's pretty funny.
He lifts up the atmosphere.
Yeah, he's just like, he's just 100% himself, you know, like whether it's just like hanging out, calling everybody brate in his Brazilian accent, you know, it's just like, he's just a great guy to be around, and definitely like a really positive energy. Also, Kuzmic is very funny as well. He's a great guy as well. Yeah, I would say, you know, pretty close with Hanga and Rokas. Just because, you know, I think playing against them in Spain so many years as well, just had a lot of common things to talk about. But overall, in general, I think the locker room is pretty good. I think a lot of great guys. Everyone gets along really well. You know, and it's really a good atmosphere. And I think, you know, coach is doing a good job of promoting that good atmosphere. And I think right now we're in a good place. Best and worst music taste. I don't know. I wouldn't say there's a lot of guys taking over the speaker. So Nedovic is usually the guy on the speaker. So I would say he has a good taste in music. So far, I've liked all the music he's played. And then for worst taste, maybe worst taste would be probably Kuzmic, because he is always always with the TV in the locker room, and he's playing like those old Serbian songs that no matter how many summers I play with Slovenia, I can't get used to some of them. It's a little bit difficult, yeah. I would say that I haven't really made too much of an effort to learn it as well, but like I can do like dobro and like dobro jutro, dobar dan, laka noć, things like is laka noć Slovenian or Serbian?
Serbian.
It's Serbian. And I can count to 10 in like Slovenian, but like as far as like in general, I know a lot of bad words, but like.
Who teaches you that?
Who teach me the bad words? I think that's just playing with Serbians throughout my whole career. That's the most they speak in Serbian is like when they were playing in Spain. But no, I definitely need to learn more. But I have some very little basics down. Thank you for the support. You know, just please keep supporting us, and we're gonna continue to fight for you guys on the court, and hopefully we have a successful season.